friends, happy Friday. I hope your Friday goes nothing short of amazing. Friends, you already know the vibes. You know exactly why I am here. If you do not, I am here to discuss the latest reaction video on none other than my Jazzy life. With that being said, once again, she reigns queen of the hot seat throne. Let's get into this discussion. So as you all may know, another reactor who goes by the name of Ivy, I don't want to butcher her name, so I'm just going to say who goes by the name of Ivy, forgive me, has come out with another video showing us all, reminding us all who Jazz and Chris really are. And when I tell you I was highly disturbed, I was highly disturbed. So the video started off with Aiden acting a complete mess because that poor baby was starved. He was hungry. He was literally screaming because he could no longer bear the hunger pains. And what did she do? Continue to cook when she should have stopped and gave the kid at least a piece of fruit or a granola bar like a normal mom would do. But no, she continued to let the baby scream and cry because of the hunger pains. Which brings me to ask, why is this child so hungry? What are you feeding these children? You do all of these videos of what my kids eat in a day. You claim that you feed your kids an adequate amount of food. So why is he so hungry? I mean, this baby was screaming like he hasn't eaten in days. He was standing there lurking, waiting for the food to be finished, as we see on every other video. It's like these children are running up to a lunch line after a long day of school. This is how hungry they are. Jazz, what are you doing? Why are these children starving like this? I'll bet you any amount of money, when Chris is hungry, he doesn't have to wait around. You're waiting on him and his every need. So why not have the same energy when it comes to your own flesh and blood? There is absolutely no way you have enough food in that house to feed all of you, especially the children. They are growing, they are always hungry. Not in that tiny little freezer. What you need to do, what you were supposed to do with all of the money you just got, was buy a deep freezer, do a huge grocery shopping, and feed your kids an adequate amount of food. This is why they are so frail, and this is why people are always talking about you. You get on this camera, you put up a front, you do these what my kids eat in a day videos, but that's not the same energy you have Monday through Friday. Monday through Sunday, they're eating Lunchables and whatever the hell else you can scrap up. What happened to granola bars? What happened to yogurt? What happened to Pop-Tarts? Something quick that you can give the kids to hold them over until you're finished cooking them breakfast, lunch, and or dinner. And honestly, you should have had it done. You should be on a schedule. You should have a routine. You should know what time your children are going to wake up. Like at least ballpark and have their food ready. Why do you always make life so difficult for you and your children? It makes absolutely no sense for you to be running around like a chicken with your head cut off. You do not work a 9 to 5. You are a stay-at-home mom. Shout out to all stay-at-home moms. I know that's a job in itself, but let's be honest, Jazz doesn't do much. So why is it so hard to have meals prepared for these children? Why do you not have cereal? Why are you making pancakes out of all things if these children are starving? Throw them some cereal in a bowl with some milk and call it a day. And I can hear the excuses now. Oh, I had to go food shopping. I ran out. You're always running out of groceries. For a mother of 5, you run out of groceries a whole lot. First of all, the way you shop like you are only feeding one child. Let's be honest, we've all seen the hauls. Go to Costco, go to BJ's, go somewhere where you can bulk shop. You have multiple mouths to feed. Why are you not bulk shopping? Stop allowing your thick, swell, voluptuous man to grill up all of the meat and eat up all of the food. It is that simple. If you have issues with money when it comes to purchasing food for your children, why are you feeding a whole grown ass man? Why is he not contributing? Why is he in the back, in the shadows, lurking and doing hand gestures when he should be in there helping you to make the process easier and faster? He's a great stepdad, right? There is absolutely no way that a small child like Aiden should be chastised and allegedly abused because he is screaming in hunger. That makes absolutely no sense. It is your fault that he is acting out. It is your fault that he is hungry. And while we are on this topic, let me just say really quickly, Aiden exhibits all of the signs of a child on the spectrum. Please take heed to what I'm saying. Please go and reevaluate him like you said you have. Honestly, a primary care physician cannot evaluate your child for autism. You have to go through a psychiatrist. You need to get a referral from their doctor and have them evaluated. Aiden eats excessively and he has outbursts. Those are two major signs of autism. So moving along, as we all seen, Chris came out the room lurking in the shadows. I guess Aiden's screaming was disrupting him from doing something important, like playing his game or talking to his buddy Puerto Rican. I don't know what it was, but something triggered him and he bust out of that room. It was in the background doing all of these hand motions, telling Aiden basically, get your little ass over here. I'm gonna shut you up. And the audacity for him to ask Jasmine, do you want me to shut him up? What do you mean, sir? Ma'am, sir? Thick sir? What do you mean, do you want me to shut him up? The only thing that's going to shut that baby up is feeding him because he is hungry. And of course, she stood there like the idiot she is, looking scared. Oh, no, babe, I got it. If you got it, why did you allow your baby to go back there and let him do God knows what? Because we heard it. We didn't see it, but we heard it. That baby was screaming bloody murder. Jazz, you should be ashamed of yourself. Let me just go out on the limb here and just say, call that lawyer, cancel that lawyer, fire that lawyer, because this is all a joke. That one video right there is enough. I mean, honestly, you might have to worry about the defendant actually countersuing you for claims of emotional distress and nightmares, because that video was disturbing to say the least. You're actually allowing this man who does absolutely nothing for you or your children to come into their space and terrorize them? No, I am not alleging anything, but that is the only word to describe the ordeal, is terrorize, because that is exactly what Aiden's screams were saying, that he was terrified and he needed you, and you continued to make your pancakes. You claim that he doesn't do anything to the kids, yet you were so reluctant to let Aiden go in the room with him. I wonder why. Your body language spoke volumes. It was written all over your face. It was written all over your entire demeanor. You were afraid for your son, and honestly, it seemed like you were a little afraid for yourself. It was written all over your face. You showed instant regret the moment Aiden went in that room and started screaming. It was so evident that you knew it was going down in there, and you did absolutely nothing about it. How could you call yourself a mother? How can you say you are trying your best? Is this your best? Allowing your kids to allegedly endure this kind of abuse? You are pathetic. That baby was back there screaming like Chris was whooping his ass. I mean, what else could it have been? Why was he screaming so loud? It was like agonizing screams. He's waiting for his mom to come and save the day, and you continued to clink forks around and turn on water and open cabinets to drown out the sounds of your son crying for you to come and save him. How are you a mother? After this video, I see you as nothing more than a fertile host that has a uterus. I do not see you as a mother, because what kind of mother would allow such a big man to put his hands on her small child? The size doesn't even matter. No man should be putting his hands on your children. That poor baby just wanted some food. He didn't deserve to go through that. He did not deserve that, not one bit. The both of you are pathetic. Chris, if you want to put your hands on somebody, why don't you punch yourself in the face? Why don't you go and gather your children and chastise them? How dare you come into someone else's home, shake things up, have everybody walking on eggshells when you don't even take care of your own children? And Jazz, you're just so stupid. You were just standing there looking dumb, looking stuck, looking nervous, like you wanted to go and save your baby, but you were scared for your own self. What is going on here? I mean, it's clear that this man has some kind of anger issues. Look at the hole that was punched in your bathroom door. Look at how he tossed Bentley at you. Look at how he speaks to your supporters. This man is overly aggressive. You have to get him away from your children. So the next time you get the urge to come on this camera, sitting in your bedroom Indian style, looking stupid, crying, begging for mercy, trying to explain yourself, save it, nobody's trying to hear it, you are pathetic. We don't pity you, we pity the children. Friends, if you think about it, this man exhibits all of the signs of an abuser. The kids are extremely uneasy around him. She herself looks extremely uneasy around him no matter how much she tries to fake it. He clearly has anger issues. I mean, you're tossing a little puppy who is frail. What is your problem? You're punching holes in doors. What is your problem? You're having these outbursts on lives with a bunch of women. What is your problem? There has to be some kind of background to this. This man has some major issues. It is clear, it is evident, it is not an allegation, it is an observation. Not to mention the fact that he is working on isolating her from her family and from her friends. Have you noticed this girl barely speaks about Mama Neck Bones and she barely goes to visit her? I wonder why. All of a sudden she's so estranged from her friends that she had. I wonder why. It is all because of Chris. He is controlling everything. He is controlling the household. He is controlling the temperature in the house. This girl is walking around freezing her and her kids because he prefers for the house to be cold when he doesn't even contribute to a bill. So no, sit your big thick ass there and sweat. What do you mean you want it to be cold? This girl is so stupid. I cannot wrap my head around it. Not only is he controlling the households and all of her relationships, he is also controlling her finances. Keyword, her finances. That is exactly why the twins weren't able to have a good birthday, because he blew the money on whatever he felt like blowing it on, and she allows it. She allows this man to manipulate her because of her insecurities. It is so sad to watch this unfold. It is so hard to watch because I see where this is going. Like I said before in a previous video, do you not watch the news, Jazz? Do you not see how these things happen with these children who are abused by a step-parent or the mother's boyfriend or the father's girlfriend and succumb to their injuries fatally? It is real. Your son, God forbid, he allegedly hits him and hits him the wrong way, and Aiden falls and hits his head, and that's it. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna tell the cops? That he was chastising him because he was hungry, because you don't feed your children an adequate amount of food? It makes no sense. This can be so bad if someone doesn't step in and put an end to it. Now let's see if he gets on this camera and addresses this horrible video and defends himself, because listen, the proof is in the pudding. Audio does not lie. We all heard it. We all seen the look on your face. There is no damage control when it comes to a situation like this. You might as well quit. Like I said earlier, you might as well cancel that lawyer, because honestly, you're going to need one as a defendant, not the plaintiff. So you might want to get on Google and start searching for a good defense lawyer who works with family services, because girl, when I tell you the people are going to be on your neck, you are going to need one stats, because this is not a good look and this will not be overlooked. And you better hope that the people do not start questioning Kaylin and Amaya when this all blows up in your face, because they are going to tell it all. I'm sure they cannot stand him. I'm sure that they are afraid of him. And the same thing goes for Aiden and Ava. No, they can't speak well, but they can use hand gestures. And once Aiden shows what was done to him, allegedly, it is going to be over for you and Chris. I would give a lot just to be a fly on the wall in that apartment, because something is not right. Something is going on with that man. He has some really deep rooted issues. I sensed that from the first time he came on this camera, and I stand by that. And judging by everything that's unfolding with him in your home, I am absolutely correct. Friends, at this point, I am going to leave it alone before I say something that I cannot take back. You already know the vibes. Like what you like, comment, and subscribe if you aren't already, and I will talk to you down below and in the next video.